Behind me here is the new 2026 Forest River Wildwood X Lite 26 Ice. Ice, by the way, stands for Intelligent Camping Experience. And this here is a very fascinating bunk model camper that whether you use the bunk beds for sleeping or they also are kind of configured in a way that could be just a vast amount of storage. You'll see what I mean when we go inside. It's a little different than any other bunk models that we've seen. So let's go take a look. Come on. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound. And today we are here taking a look at this 2026 Forest River Wildwood X Lite. This is their 28 Ice. And if they have the floor plan layout and specs online, we will get those up on the screen here for you. But considering that there are no weight stickers printed anywhere on the exterior or interior of this travel trailer yet, and there not being any listings of this on Forest River's website yet, I don't know if that will be the case as of by the time we upload this video, so we shall see. So that leads me to do a little bit of speculation as well on the size of this. With it being a 28 Ice, that usually means it's about a 28-foot box length. So from the tail end of the box here to the front end of the box, somewhere probably around 28 feet. That's gonna put it at a total length, tip to tip, it's somewhere likely around probably 32, 33 feet. On this travel trailer, and likely going to be in the weight range of like the high 7,000 to 8,000 pounds. That's kind of my guess is where it will fall, but again, I'm just kind of speculating on that. So I would say this is 3/4 ton truck territory for a travel trailer of this length, but it's possible you may be able to get away with it with a 1/2 ton truck. You just got to be very mindful of your weight on your truck, especially something like this may have a hitch weight that's all the way upwards of like 900 pounds, potentially maybe in that 800 to 900 range. I just don't have these numbers to go off of, and that's going to be directly correlated to the cargo capacity on your truck. So just be mindful of all these things. And something this length with a 1/2 ton truck, if it's windy outside or if you're going speeds over 60, 65 miles an hour, probably going to feel that thing swaying behind you to a fair degree. So things all to just be mindful of. As we step inside, you can see some of the information here. Almost everything here are visual things that we will see as we go throughout this camper. But when we step inside, I'm going to turn back to the left here in just a second. You have this Versa Lounge seating arrangement here. We'll talk about that in a moment. And really nice, kind of, straight line back to the to the bedroom and bathroom layout. You have the TV directly across or almost directly across from your seating arrangement. And then we have these bunk beds along the back wall here. Very interesting design, have the arched kind of doorways here, and they'll have various different floor plans from Wildwood that have this kind of bunk layout. So if this one here, maybe it's a little too long or too heavy for you, they'll also have this in some shorter floor plan offerings as well from Wildwood. But up here you have your bunk bed number 1. So this is the elevated bunk here in this space. And then it does have a door right here for your privacy in that bunk room. So kind of, like I was saying, kind of gives you like a coffin-like space there. It does have a window though, and then you have outlets, USB ports. You also have some storage space right here. So keep in mind, if you didn't want to use this for bunk beds, this still is a great option as well for where you can store things. Be mindful, anything you store in here will potentially slide around, bounce around, and things like that when you're going down the road. So just be mindful of how you strap that cargo down. A little bit of storage space down underneath here. And then as we come back to this side, same thing over here. Now these bunk beds are actually 6 feet long, believe it or not. So I did lay in one of these, just not on camera, and I actually fit on this bed. Now my head does come all the way up against the wall and it's kind of putting pressure on the wall since I'm exactly 6'1". But nonetheless, I could stretch my legs all the way out in that bunk bed. Have your storage space here. Another thing worth noting is it does have an AC vent going down into this bunk space there. So there is actual airflow working its way into this bunk. And then again, outlets and USB ports there. Now on this bunk bed, it does have an AC vent as well. So both have an AC vent. Then you have 2 AC vents here also. LED light strips in the ceiling. They are a dimmable LED light strip, which you can control just by holding down the light button on this control panel here. Slide out awning controls there and your tank levels. Have this shelf up over the kitchen space with a nice big window looking out into the campsite. Has traditional black blinds for the window. wrapped countertop material, a thermofoil laminate cabinet door and drawers. So really solid material, but very lightweight. Definitely helps keep the weight down in this camper. Have a couple drawers that open up here. Pretty nice construction on these two, solid wood, and everything just looks really good and, you know, cosmetically clean on those. As we come back around this way, we have this Versa Lounge seating arrangement. Now, I'm not gonna mess around with all of the different configurations in this exact model, but I do have video footage from another camper that is going to demonstrate all of the different ways that this seating arrangement can be configured. So you'll have a, you know, traditional dining arrangement you can set it up with. You can have a really large bed area that you can set this up with. And as we see it here, you kind of have the lounge style seating with the L-shaped sofa. Now, it's not going to be the most comfortable seating arrangement ever, as it's, you know, essentially a jackknife sofa right here, which is, you know, in the RV world, your least comfortable type of furniture, but it is a good spacious seating arrangement for multiple people to share seating in this space. Underneath here, you got your storage under both dining booth spots with your little cubby storage there. And then you also have more storage underneath the sofa itself, as we can open this up and you see the bins that it will come with. So very nice there. Have a cubby behind this wall, or behind the refrigerator. And then you have a nice window along this wall with a bamboo colored blackout shade. So nice that they kind of color match the shade system in here to give it a bit more character as well. In the kitchen space, you have a 3-burner gas cooktop, no oven in this travel trailer. So just a convection oven / air fryer / microwave for all of your cooking. Got your little shelving right there. And then you have a bit of open storage through here, and you will have your additional drawer right here. Have to kind of wiggle your finger underneath there to pull that drawer out. So if you have really thick fingers, you might have a hard time getting that door out, or that drawer out, but nonetheless, you have it there to use. Heat is being run underneath the cabinetry. You have a spot for a TV here on the wall. You have your electric fireplace there, and then this is a pantry back behind the wall. So you have your pantry space right there. Refrigerator and freezer, they allocate a little bit more space to the freezer than some other 12-volt refrigerator brands in the RV world. So this is the Furrion 12-volt refrigerator and freezer. Again, a little bit bigger freezer portion there, gives you a little bit smaller refrigerator portion than you might find in some other travel trailers. JBL sound system, so you do get designated speakers in the camper, something that not all campers have. In fact, my camper, that is certainly not something I would be considered an entry-level camper, does not have a speaker system in it. So that is a little bit interesting, where some campers will have that and some won't. Have some shelving right here. Really like the utilization of all of this space for all of this storage. So you can see the shelving that you have all through here. And we'll actually come back to the bathroom here in just a moment. We'll just go straight to the bedroom. And you have a tilting king size, well, custom king size bed here in the bedroom. So it's 66 inches by 66 inches by 78 inches. Really nice how it has the Versa tilt set up here. This is going to give you an awesome spot, not only to sit up in your bed comfortably, which is something you can't do in a heck of a lot of travel trailers. It also opens up the floor space right here so you can walk around the bed. So when you drop this down, it will come all the way up to the wall. For your storage in here, you got some wardrobe storage in this corner. You got a shelf underneath here and a laundry hamper sort of area right there. Window on this wall has a curtain that covers the window. Spot for a TV on the wall right there. Have some overhead storage above the bed. And then you have pretty deep shelving there with outlets and USB ports. Also have outlets and USB ports here. Mattress is actually pretty comfortable. I think some people will be happy with this mattress as it is. And then you have more wardrobe storage here. So really expanding on the amount of wardrobe space with that closet there. Have more shelves on this side of this closet storage that you have throughout this hallway. And as we go into the bathroom, porcelain foot flush toilet here. It is very close to the wall, so not going to have a ton of shoulder space there. Shower is going to come with a traditional shower curtain. Has a vent fan here in the bathroom, smaller vent fan on that. And as I step into the shower, my head certainly goes up into the skylight, and height in here is probably good for a max of about 6'3" in this shower. Shower head sits as high as they could get it, but I'd still have to duck under it just a little bit. And then as I get back behind the camera, have a plastic sink here. Does have the arched curved mirror there with the LED light behind it, and you have a couple hooks here for the bathroom. So that's everything in this space. Only storage in here is just this open cubby underneath the sink, and then that is everything throughout the interior of this travel trailer. So curious your thoughts on what you think about this floor plan arrangement. Pretty interesting, definitely different than some other bunk models out there. And I also like how it gives that, potential option to utilize that bunk space for storage as well. So we step outside, you're gonna see here that they are using this Strider Taskmaster tire. Haven't heard of this brand before prior to seeing them here, so don't know a whole lot about the tire brand itself. Has a standard leaf spring suspension, and then you're going to have a fully enclosed underbelly underneath here. It has different panels on the underbelly, making access to the underbelly a little bit easier, as you can remove one single individual panel versus having to remove, the whole portion of the underbelly to get underneath there for any, work that may need to be done. So nice to know that. Electric stabilizers on here as well. And then you have storage through the back bumper to store things like a sewer hose. Looks like this is probably for something like a flagpole, I would think. If I'm wrong about that, let me know, but that's what my mind goes to of thinking what that might be for. Spare tire along the back, and then you have your city water connection along the back here as well. Prep to add a backup camera. Pretty good size awning on the outside. It has white awning arms, black fabric. That's definitely gonna give it a good cohesive look on the outside. Where your outdoor entertainment area is, you have an outdoor refrigerator right here, so just a little mini refrigerator. And then you do have a propane quick connect line down underneath here. So you can hook up an outdoor griddle, have outlets here as well, spot to mount a TV if you wanted to do that on the outside. And then we have our storage out here. So we open this up, pass-through storage. Going through this space gives you an opportunity to see the wood framing on this travel trailer, as well as, again, like we were saying, this is kind of an entry-level travel trailer with the aluminum siding, wood framing, but it has a lot more character than your typical entry-level travel trailer in the RV world. Last thing is we go around to the non-camp side. 2 20-pound propane tanks. You have your spot for your battery disconnect switch, access to the pass-through storage, and then you have your slide out here with a bracket there to attach a retractable ladder to get up onto the roof. No solar on the roof. It is just prepped to add solar if that's something that you wanted to do. And then that is pretty much everything for this 2026 Forest River Wildwood 28 Ice. Again, this is a brand new floor plan, as I couldn't find any information online about it yet. So curious what you think. Let us know down below in the comments. That's all I got for y'all. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, live firmly unbound.